We're a month away from the midterm elections.
Yes, we are.
How much more secure are we? Glad we got that out of the way. How much more secure are we this time around than we were 2 years ago?
So we have made tremendous strides, and I think everybody as part of the ecosystem can take quite a bit of pride of that. So DHS is now working with all 50 states. As you know, we've created all the governance functions that are attendant to critical infrastructure sectors, such as the Sector Coordinating Council, the Government Coordinating Council. We have an Information Sharing Analysis Center. We have sensors, network intrusion sensors out, such that about 90% of people who vote in this election will be voting in an area that's covered by a sensor. We have HERT teams ready to go. We're doing vulnerability assessments, hygiene scans. We really and truly are throwing anything and everything we have at it at the request of state and locals in support of their efforts.
And do you feel like you're getting enough participation from state and local governments? I know there's been some reticence from a lot of local election officials about the federal government's role in election security. How do you feel about that?
So I think, you know, the partnership just continues to grow. I mean, ISEC is a perfect example. This is the fastest growing ISEC we've ever seen. In 6 months, we have over 1,000 participants. And I think that shows that we have overcome the trust deficit that perhaps existed in some relationships at the beginning. But it's very strong. States are taking this very seriously, all the way down to the county level.
And you mentioned the ISEC, which is, you know, the Center for States to Share, state and locals to share election cyber threat information. And you said there's more than 1,000 have signed up so far, but there's 10,000 local election jurisdictions around the country. What about the other 9,000? What's your message to them? Where are they?
So each state is different. You know, I feel like I say this in every part of DHS, whether it's an airport or in this case an election system. You've seen one, you've seen one. So they are managed at a local level. They are tailored to what works for the particular electorate. So in that case, some states are choosing to use organic capability. Some are choosing to hire.
What do you mean by that, organic capability?
In other words, just through their CIO or their CISO. You know, they might have a team in and of itself that can address the vulnerabilities that are found on the system.
And are those teams strong enough to defend against a nation state?
So it's a combination. So some do that, some are hiring third parties, some are working with us. There's some states that are utilizing the National Guard. There's a variety of ways in which you can bring your capability and capacity up to speed. Each state is doing it a little bit differently. Mm-hmm.
You've said that DHS hasn't seen the same scale of Russian election interference as it did in 2016. If you do start seeing that type of activity again, what's your plan for dealing with it, and how does it differ from 2 years ago?
So two ways. First of all, the information sharing is much stronger than it ever has been before. So working very closely with the intel community. The moment that we see something significant, we are in conjunction with the IC sharing with our state and local partners. And it's not just the owners and operators, so that's another big difference. In some cases, the state election official or the Homeland Security advisor is not necessarily the owner or operator of the electoral processes. So we're sharing with all of those people because they all play a particular role. So the sharing's quicker, faster, more tailored. We're pulling more, collecting more from the intel community, and then through the sensors, we can real-time see, based on a given threat indicator, if there is any intrusion in the system. For Election Day, we're setting up a situational awareness room, sort of a virtual place where everybody can share quite quickly. We are actually pre-deploying some HERT teams, some incident response teams, so that should there be any concern, we'll be there to support our partners if they need it.
Where's this situational awareness room going to be, and what is it going to look like?
It'll be in the NCIC,
okay.
Yes, so the National Cybersecurity Communications Integration Center at DHS.
Gotcha.